Flat Earth Perth wants depth, so let's go deep. Hey everyone, this is Kevo. Welcome to another video for Right Side Up, the truth review channel for you. On the topic of the missing land, Flat Earth Perth and I just haven't seen eye to eye. Yet. But, with the response from Flat Earth Perth in the form of this video, I have come to the full realisation and understanding of Flat Earth Perth's perception. And I understand where Flat Earth Perth is confused, and I can demonstrate where his error is, and at the same time I have a solution to the back and forth debate, and that is an observation challenge that I put out to Flat Earth Perth and anyone else who is willing. I will get into the details and my example later in this video, but I will say that it does include the depth factor that Flat Earth Perth is concerned about. Before we get to that though, let's just clarify a few things. Flat Earth Perth says that foreshortening only happens when there is depth to the subject. If you read through the comments related to my Jervis Bay videos and watch Flat Earth Perth's compression/foreshortening video, you will deduce that Flat Earth Perth believes that the observation that I did at Jervis Bay is showing the effects of foreshortening. Well, I will just quickly point out that the Jervis Bay observation that I did is of an almost vertical cliff face that rises to an almost flat tabletop surface that is way above my highest viewpoint. There is no depth to each of the individual observations. Yet, Flat Earth Perth is claiming that the depth of the land from the shore to the high point is the element that attributes to foreshortening. So with that in mind, can someone then please explain this example without contradicting yourself? Just as a side note for Flat Earth Perth, this is why I used a vertical example in my previous video, so as to compare apples with apples. You just need to apply that to an example with depth, which I will get to in a minute. Another example is this building, which is right on the shoreline. Here's the mirage/mirroring/distortion zone. The building is only meters from the shore. The building is vertical. There is no depth. So answer me this. Just how does foreshortening be the reason for all this missing building? Okay, let's move on to this observation and the associated challenge that includes depth. Some critical information for this challenge comes from Flat Earth Perth, who basically says that there are two elements to the disappearing land in these types of observations. They are 1, the mirroring layer, and 2, foreshortening. He says that foreshortening occurs but can't be seen due to being hidden by the mirage area. Inadvertently, in essence, Flat Earth Perth is saying if there was no mirroring effect, you will still see that the overall height will appear shorter due to foreshortening, that being the portion of the land at the base of the subject being compressed. So the challenge observation is to replicate a standard observation on whatever scale you choose in an environment so as to eliminate the mirror effect and therefore clearly demonstrate that the subject is there in its entirety and that the bottom portion of it is compressed. I have chosen this relatively flat and level section of concrete and set up a target subject that consists of a few levels that go back in depth on each level. Now I'm going to show you two sets of results. One from close to the subject for demonstration purpose to show the difference, and the other from a distance that would replicate a scaled down long distance observation. If we start with the far view, you can see that there is very little variance from the mid height to the low height. I've included a low shot that is level to the ground and one that aims up to the midpoint of the target. This shot is from about 6 foot elevation, just for some comparison. So we see that the overall height of the target has changed, but just what is that change? Let's go to the closer view to see what we can see. Our target is made up of levels that extend back then step up. We have vertical surfaces and we have horizontal surfaces. There's even a lighthouse representation. From the high viewpoint we see more of the horizontal surface. Remember though that this example is an exaggerated view due to its close proximity to the target, and we are above the highest point of the target in elevation. As we transition from the highest view to the lowest view, we see again that due to the change of angle, there is a difference in the perceived height of the land. There is land disappearing, but which land is it? It is the horizontal land. Due to the elevated view, more of the horizontal land is visible and is mistakenly perceived as part of the overall height of the target. All the vertical land is still visible and is most definitely not compressed. So just to clarify, the observation challenge that I put out is to perform the same steps that you would if you were performing a long distance observation, ensuring that there is no distorted mirroring element present and demonstrate the compressed appearance of the base of the target that you claim would be otherwise hidden behind the mirror effect. This can be at whatever scale you choose. Your reasoning for the disappearing land is a flat earth theory, and if it's true, you should be able to demonstrate it. If you can't, then the answer must be something else. My results are clear, and I believe the parameters of the observation are sufficient. Compare your images and post your results regardless what they show. I will gladly publish all qualifying results that favour the flat earth stance. To qualify, follow the parameters of the observation, and your results must show the target in its entirety with the base portion being compressed. I'm pretty patient, but I won't hold my breath waiting for a qualifying observation. Like, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember to search with an open mind, share what you find, and together, let's get everyone right side up.